What is happening, everybody? This is Cody, aka DFS Prodigy, coming to you live off my phone, talking about this upcoming WNBA slate. I just saw that the slate was uploaded, so I wanted to go ahead and dig into it. I wanted to go ahead and get this video out. Like I said, just kind of get the video out, talking about some WNBA. Like I said, I just like this video. Definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's been a ton, as y'all know. I'll be flipping back and forth between the WNBA app and DraftKings, so we can kind of go over some stats here and there. Again, like this video, subscribe, and definitely check out my post about the Prodigy brand. It's coming out. It's revamped. I'm ready to go, and let's dig into it. New York and Chicago. Let's do the preview of this game. So, for me, Vandersloot is what's kind of tough. I like her price, yes, but at 10-2, when you can go to Sabrina instead, or even drop down to a girl like Laney, I'd much rather get to Laney in this matchup. I love Laney here at 9-7. It's a great price tag for her. I'd rather pay her price tag than I'd rather pay Sabrina or Vandersloot. Give me all of Laney here. And then Cooper 8-9. I love the upside that she's getting. She's the point per minute monster for this team. I love her. The Shields, I'd much rather pay up for Cooper is the thing. Wickham, she's doing okay, but at 7-5, I'd rather get to some other options, and the value pieces down here are just not girls I'm looking at. But looking at the forwards for this game, I think the forwards are going to be well here. The big news is Candace Parker. That ankle, we need to watch and see what happens with that ankle, because that's going to be big news, because if she's out, then I'm going right back to Hubbard. I love Hubbard here at 8-4. You can even get to Nador. I don't mind Nador seeing more minutes, even if there is no Candace Parker. So we just need to wait and see what happens with that. We need to see what happens with Natasha Howard, because she is now, in fact, there. So we just need to wait and see kind of what happens with her, which I don't think she's playing this game. And also big news is going to be Stevens on the other side. If there's Azura Stevens, then I don't mind her at 7-3. And then Kylie Shook, 6-4. It's hard to get to her, but she's going to play minutes. Just a lot of these New York forwards, I don't really want to get a piece of. Washington, Indiana. Let's go to the guards on this matchup. If we go for the matchup preview, we can go to here. Washington's 1-2. Indiana's 0-4. They're looking for a win still. If we look at these matchups, assist, Lonnie Mitchell versus Daniel Robertson. We have Tina Charles with good points per minutes game. And then Tina Charles versus McCown. That's going to be a matchup. But Ariel Atkins, she finally revamped her game. I don't mind her at 8-5. They're really going to be wanting this win because they're 0-4. Is that what I said? I think I said 0-4. Either 0-3 or 0-4 on the other side. So she's really going to have to dig deep and try to come back to this Indiana team from getting a win. Cloud, I'd rather get to Atkins than Cloud, to be honest with you. And then Leonie Mitchell, not really in my wheelhouse. Kelsey Mitchell, not really in my wheelhouse. Daniel Robertson, not really in my wheelhouse. A lot of these girls I don't really want other than mainly just Atkins for the guards. But on the forwards, it's going to be Tina Charles versus McCowan. I'd rather pay down for McCowan, to be honest with you. I know she didn't do well last game, but Tina Charles, I really think she can go off, yes. But at 10-6, it's a heavy price tag. I'd much rather go to Breland down here. I don't mind going to Breland. I think McCown will be in foul trouble, so I'll be looking at Breland just maybe as a garbage time play. Lavender, you'll know I always keep in mind Lavender, but in this slate, I'm not really getting to her. And play Sans. She's an okay value at 5-7. I really don't mind it. And the last game of the night is Connecticut and Las Vegas. Let's go over the preview of this game. If we look at it, Connecticut's 4-0, Las Vegas 2-1. Bonner has been going off. I love this team a lot. I think this is a great matchup. Let's start with the forwards. Ajayi Wilson versus Cambridge. There's a huge salary gap between the two, if we can obviously see. But I like Cambridge here. It's a three-headed monster with Cambridge, Hamby, and Wilson. And then Jocko Jones, I'd rather get to her than Tina Charles, to be honest with you, because of the matchup alone. Ma Pierre is an okay value. I don't mind getting to her. And let's talk about the guards. If we look at it, Bonner. I love Bonner here. I'd rather get to her than Sabrina. Jasmine Thomas, I think she is upside here, but I'd rather get to Chelsea Gray. Chelsea Gray has been a monster. If we look at Young, I don't mind Jackie Young here. So just keep in mind that's who I'm mainly looking at. So that pretty much up this slate for us, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a great and safe rest of your day.